Hello. Hello, this is Bill Clark with the Last Stand podcast. This is number 12 of the series that I'm going to be putting out on YouTube. Thank you for being here. What I want to talk about today, and hang with me because there is a point, commitment. Real commitment. That's a word that's thrown around a lot, especially by people who really don't know how to commit. But for older guys, and older gals, but mostly older guys, I'm talking to you right now. We've committed ourselves to a way of life. We've committed ourselves to a method or an operational scheme of how we get through our day. And if you're like my age, 70s, 60s, late 50s, you've established a pattern of commitments gained or commitments broken. Unfortunately, when you look back on a lot of times through your life, when you have quote unquote committed to something, you didn't come through with it. You didn't succeed. Guilty. A lot. And now as I've gotten older, those failures of commitment bother me. I'm haunted by them. I have regret for them. Everybody says, all the cool guys say regrets for suckers, but I'll tell you what, when you get about 70 years old, regret becomes a very real and palpable feeling. Because you can see the end, and you can look back, and you can see all the gaps where you miscued, lied, undersold, failed. Those are very real things as it relates to commitment. So, what am I getting at? When's the last time you really committed to something and carried it through? A dream, a goal, something you really wanted to do. Did you do it? Did it come through? Did you pay for it? One way or another? I'm going to use this phrase, getting out of your comfort zone, which I hate because it's a stupid term. Because everybody's comfort zone is different. There is no set comfort zone. There are things that make me uncomfortable, and there are things that make me comfortable. There's no zone. Just like you. There's no zone. You either like it or you don't. But on commitment, a lot of times in commitment, you got to do things that you don't like, that scare you, that upset you, make you mad, make you feel used, or they tax you to the limit. One of the things I committed to early, many years ago when I got out of the military, was skydiving. Yeah. Jumping out of perfectly good airplanes. And my response to that term is that there are no perfectly good airplanes. I became a skydiver. I got my D license. I became a master skydiver. Hundreds and hundreds of jumps, packing my own rig. I became a static line jump master, where I would teach others static line jumping. And it was commitment, because doing it prior to the jump, all the workup, packing your rig, getting all set up, getting on the manifest, waiting for the plane to come, was stressful. I was afraid. Now, I've got a brand new 7-cell triathlon on my back with a reserve, brand new Javelin container, the best. Got a leg throw out. I got hundreds of jumps. I know how to do this. But still, standing on the tarmac at the drop zone, waiting for that 182 to come in, I'm scared. I'm nervous. Because 1,000 things could go wrong. And this could be my last day on Earth. But I'm committed. I'm going to do this. I'm jumping with other people. We're all waiting. There's 3 of us plus the pilot. We're going to get in there and we're going to go jump. I jumped in a place called Taft, California. Small little DZ. We had a little tiny 182 Cessna. It would take 3 to 4 jumpers, depending on how big they were, how much weight they were. We had a jump door, we'd open up, go to 12,000 feet, roll out and go. Incredible times, I loved it. But I can remember being at around 10,500, 11,000 feet, looking at my chest-mounted altimeter and my wrist mount. I carry 2 altimeters. Looking at my altimeter, we're getting ready to go on jump run. He's going to turn around and come out on jump run. And that door is going to open, and I'm getting out. I'm committed. Committed to jumping out of an airplane at 12,000 feet. We're on jump run. Pilot's doing his thing. I'd motion, he'd motion, open the door. I'd reach down, open that door up. Goes up to the wing. And this roar of fresh, cold air comes in. Whoa. And you look down and the countryside's not even moving. Pilot nods, get out. I got all experienced skydivers in. We're all just going to roll out of the airplane. But I like getting out on the wing. I like getting out on the strut. I like that feeling. And the step for the strut is down low, below the door frame. I inch my way out, get on the strut, hang there for a while, let that 80-mile-an-hour wind blow past me, and then I would let go. Hard arch. I'm committed. Now it's on me to live or die. As I'm flying down, if I'm going down, I'm stable. I'm looking around. I see my partners, my friends. We all come in. We all hook up in the air. And it is glorious. I'm committed. I'm hanging on. I'm watching. I get about 6,000 feet. I'm going to wave off because I'm going to pull a little bit high. I wave off, turn and track, boom, go. Now, there is a moment right here where there's a bit of apprehension because my leg throw out is where my pilot chute's at, and there's a little plastic piece that you got to grab hold of that's hooked to your pilot chute that has the lanyard hooked to your main and pulls your rig. Reaching back for it sometimes, it's not exactly on your hip. Sometimes you got to feel around for it. Sometimes that little crotch strap, leg strap, moves to the side and you can't find it right away. And you're flying down and you're thinking, I can't find a way to open my parachute. Not panic, but a bit of a heart stop. Finally, you find it. You get it, you throw it out. Boom. It peels off your back. You feel the risers go by your ears. You feel the slider go up. You hear the 7-cell, whoa, 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 whop, opens up. You're now seated in your harness, and it's all quiet. You reach up, you pull your brakes down, release them. Now you can fly that canopy to the ground. You're committed. But it's easy now, because all you got to do is land safely without breaking your back. You got to look down where the DZ's at, okay? Which way's the wind blowing? Find the windsock. Bite the small end of the carrot, because the wind, you want to land into the wind. Look at your altimeter. Man, I got all kinds of space. I'm going to fly around a little bit. You're committed because you're believing that that canopy is going to hold your weight. It's going to hold its 7-cell semi-rigid wing structure. You're not going to collapse it by hard turning. Play with it. Good. Not too crazy, because I'm an old guy. I don't want to bust myself up or break something. All right. I'm going to do a downwind. Well, about 1,000 feet, maybe 1,200 feet. Excuse me. Base leg, or downwind, base leg, final. Turn around at about 500 feet. About 500 feet, come on the base leg. Now I turn and facing into the wind at about 400, 350 feet. And I'm going to play with the brakes a little bit to get some speed up so I can get up, so I can flare. Come on in. Now the ground's starting to come up, come up. Flare. Standing landing. I committed to this. And the reward for committing to that is a feeling of such euphoria, I cannot explain it. If you're a skydiver, you know what I'm talking about. I've got hundreds and hundreds of skydives, and yet each one of them gave me that same elation, that same feeling of accomplishment, because I committed to it. Something that was uncomfortable, something that scared me, something that made me really push the limits of what I can do, emotionally, mentally, physically, and the reward was great. Commitment. In my writing, I try to channel that feelings of somebody, my characters, committing to a task, committing to what they have to do, believing that the reward is going to be worth the effort. That's why I channeled that feeling, a lot of that feeling, into this Redemption in Time series of books. 3 of them. I've talked about them earlier, but I'll show them to you. The first one was Redemption in Time, that big, thick thing that took me years to write, which is the first one. Coloma Woods, which you guys are downloading like crazy, which is fantastic. This is the second one, Coloma Woods. And the one about commitment, most of all, is the third one, Noble Shadows. Noble Shadows. My character in this book is committed to a program that allows him to go back in time to pre-World War II, 1937, 1939, 1940, Germany. And you can guess what his mission is. He's going after the assassination of Adolf Hitler. Now, there is no guarantee he's going to survive this at all. There's no guarantee he's even going to get back once he does the task, or what happens to history once he commits the task. He's committed. I channel that commitment, I feel, into this character. He believes in it. He can do it. He's physically able. He's trained. He's given the opportunity. He has to speak German. He has to wear the clothes of the era. He has to use the weaponry of the era. He has to know how to get around the city, Berlin, and the social norms. He is committed. His dialect has to be correct, or the Gestapo police will find him, arrest him, and probably execute him, as they did with hundreds and thousands of people in that era who were deemed a possible threat to the Fuhrer. He has to learn the bus lines, what time they go, what time they pick up. He has to know how to order food in a restaurant. He has to commit himself to a whole range of things that will make him blend into that society of Berlin in 1939. It's quite a study, and it's amazing the amount of research I did on this to get that character to that level of ability to even get close through the Nazi Party gatherings, through the brown shirt riots. He's involved in all of that. He's in the middle of it, and he's trying to survive it. My little Aussie Shepherd just came in. Her name is Coco Blitz. Someday I'll give you a picture of her. She's really a cutie. She's a blue-eyed shepherd, and she listens to all my podcasts, all of them. She's an avid listener, and she supports me 100%. Right, Coco? Sweetheart. So, commitment. In your life right now, what have you committed to? You need to follow it up. You need to go through it. You need to do it. As you get older, that stack of things you committed to but didn't succeed at becomes a weight on you. It becomes a weight on your soul. It becomes a weight on your spirit. You've got to follow through. Now, every one of you out there has a dream. Every one of you has something you want to do. I don't care what it is. I mean, it may not be skydiving. It may not be any of that stuff. But it may be something that you really want to do. And you've committed in your heart, but you haven't physically committed to doing it. I encourage you, do it now, because you don't have a promise of tomorrow. You don't have somebody telling you, you got 25 years to get this done. No. You may not have 25 days to get it done. Do it now. Especially you older guys. You know what I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. 50s, 60s, 70s area. You're set in your ways. You're kind of crotchety. Everything hurts. You don't feel like doing anything, but yet you've got that dream in your head that you want to do. Do it. Who cares what other people think? You paid your dues. You paid your mortgage. You've raised your kids. You've done a job. You're a good person. It's your turn. Your turn. Stop making excuses not to follow your commitments. I write books because I'm committed to it. I believe in it. God gave me the ability. Why? I have no idea. Like I said before, it just shows you that the Almighty's got a really strange sense of humor to give me the ability to do something like this. But he did. And I'm going to honor his commitment to me. See, it's more of a spiritual thing. You can lie to other people in your life. You can lie to family. You can lie to friends. But you can't lie to yourself, because, in those dark hours when you're laying alone in bed and you're thinking about what you said, it comes back. Commitment. I encourage you to start writing. I encourage you to start journaling. I encourage you to make these stories. Pour those commitment ideas into a character, into a book, into a poem, into a song, into something you want to do. And if you want to go skydiving at 60 years old, go do it. You are safer jumping out of an airplane nowadays than driving out to the drop zone. Parachuting is so safe now. It's amazing how safe it is. But there's a perception of danger. Of course, if you're stupid and God just says, today's your day, you're dead. Go do it. Whatever it is. And it's not too crazy. Those dreams you've got are not too crazy. Noble Shadows. Great book. You'll love it. It's number 3 in the series. Redemption in Time, Coloma Woods, Noble Shadows. Fantastic. Hopefully I've inspired you a little bit. I want you to go scare yourself. And I'm not going to use that stupid term, get out of your comfort zone. Go scare yourself. Go follow a commitment that you made. Stop being a wuss. Male or female, quit being a wuss. Follow a commitment. Follow that dream. Do what you need to do. This is Bill Clark for the Last Stand podcast. And if you like what I had to say, give me a thumbs up. Give me a comment. I'd like to hear from you. You guys are great. Thank you for support. I really appreciate it. You guys are making my day. You're making my year. You're making the rest of my life. Thank you. And as I always say, got to sign off with this. If you can't be safe, you be sanitary. Bill Clark for the Last Stand podcast. Out.